Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video talking about the new CoverGirl kit that I recently purchased. I did a post on Instagram about it because honestly I haven't seen too many makeup kits at the drugstore, and I was at Walgreens and I got caught up in the makeup, of course, as makeup lovers often tend to get distracted by makeup. So I decided to take a look. And I found this kit, and I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts and just kind of how I've been using them. So the kit is a $20 value, and it looks like this. This is the packaging. So if you see this on display, they have them in different shades. I have the medium cool. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, medium cool. That comes with the medium cool lip product, the classic pink Cheekers blush, and the Mink eye enhancers, and it tells you here the colors. They had one that was a universal one that was lighter than this one for more like the actual like fair skin tones. I think this one is more geared towards light to medium. The universal one is one that's supposed to be flattering for all skin types, although I wasn't too thrilled with the eyeshadow color in the universal. I think it was much lighter than this one that I'm going to use today for a one shadow look. This is the Minks, and it's a really pretty bronzy rose gold type of shade. I'm going to do a one shadow look with that because that's kind of what I've been doing a lot lately. So on my face, I just have my foundation. I have my concealer and my brow products, no bronzer. So I think I'm going to start there, and the bronzer that I use is from my Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a palette. This is the one that's the Smokey Eye Beauty. Got this back in November. And I'm going to hold it upside down so I don't blind you with the mirror, but it has all of these colors. You have some eyeshadows. I use this black, which I will today in the video, for a liner, and that's what we'll do. The bronzer is what I use pretty much every single day, and I've put a pretty big dip in it, and this is what it looks like up close. It's a really pretty kind of soft bronze color that works well with my skin tone, and it has a bit of a sheen to it, which I have been loving. So I apply that with my EcoTools Define brush, which is very round, and I get the very tip of the brush right in there, and I'm able to pick up quite a bit of product. And I just kind of smile to get this on the apples of my cheek and then up towards my hairline and kind of where I would naturally apply like a contour product. And this helps kind of slim out my face a little bit more, and then I take some very lightly around my temples. Let me do the other side. Also take some down here because I've gained probably close to 33 pounds already with this pregnancy, so I like to kind of, you know, take a little bit of that off my face. But it's all good. And then I usually do take some of this, like I pinch the brush and I go like around my crease area just to kind of bring everything together. And this is pretty much what I do for my bronzer step every single day that I do my makeup, and I just kind of keep it simple. Okay, so I'm going to do the blush. This is the Cheekers blush, and I know this video is kind of simple, but I was honestly surprised. I cannot remember the last time I even used the blushes from CoverGirl. I don't even think if I've ever tried them, honestly. I'm trying to think back to my early makeup days. They used to make this eyeshadow palette, just a little story time thing. I don't remember what it was called, but the shades, it was like a 4-quad type of thing, maybe even 5 colors. And it was my very first eyeshadow palette that I've ever purchased in my life. And at the time, I couldn't afford to go the high-end side of Ulta or even step into an Ulta store or shop at Sephora, department stores. I mean, I knew of some of those brands from magazines and things like that, and I was, you know, always hoped that one day I could shop at these stores. But I was never able to afford it, especially living on my own at 19, getting married, and that was my one eyeshadow palette in my makeup bag, was from CoverGirl. And that's kind of crazy. And I should probably go back and see if they even have it, if they even still make it, because that would be kind of cool to try and see. Anyways, so we're going to go in with the blush. This is the classic pink, and what I love about this, let me get the applicator off of it. It's your typical classic pink, just like the name suggests, and I like it because it gives a really pretty flush to the skin, almost like you naturally have this glow and this kind of rosiness coming through your cheeks, and it just makes your skin look healthy. And it has this pretty tone to it. I don't really see a lot of a sheen or shimmer. I mean, there might be something to it where it's not completely flat, but it's not a shimmery blush. And someone else in the comments to my Instagram post said that I should try, or that their favorite was the Sultry Sable color. So I think I'm going to pick that up and try that, because I don't think I've tried that color. So I'm just going to use my same brush. And this is actually quite pigmented, so I use just a tiny bit, again tapping off the excess. I smile and I put this right on the apples of my cheek. Do you see the difference between this side and this side? It just gives you like the prettiest glow. In the kit, you also get the eye enhancers in Mink, and I will show you up close what that looks like. It comes with a doe foot. Oops, there's the applicator fell out. It comes with a sponge tip applicator, which I'm not really a fan of. So I forgot to mention that I did already have my eyeshadow primer, which is the Fenty Beauty one. So I'm going to take a little bit of this on a Sigma E25 blending brush. Just kind of pick this up and really just kind of slap this onto the lids. I don't really spend a whole lot of time day to day doing my eyeshadow, so I'm going to get hopefully a little closer. And I'm going to apply this straight to my lids, and it actually has a good amount of pigment to it. And whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to blend that up. And I did bring a crease brush down here with me. This is the Morphe R37 brush. And I just kind of soften those edges. And that's pretty much it. Like seriously, it could not have been easier to do one shadow look, and then you throw some liner mascara or just mascara on. And I do these looks very often when I want to look put together, but not try too hard, you know what I mean? And it's actually quite pigmented. Now what you could do if you wanted it more pigmented is to use the sponge tip on the lid and then use a crease brush to buff it into the crease. But I'm just going to use the same brush and keep it super, super simple. I can take some of it, also whatever's left on my brush, and just kind of go under the lower lash line. But because I have this palette with me, I'm going to go with that light color. And I'm going to use a pencil brush. This is the Zoeva 230, the Luxe pencil. And I'm going to go in with this light kind of tan shade here. And, oops. And then I'm going to add a little bit down here in the lower lash line just to kind of define it. So we're not leaving it bare, but we're also not really applying too much either. So I guess technically this would be a 2-shadow look if you count this one. And if you want to, you could take that same tan shade if you're following along and put it in the crease if you wanted some more definition to the eyes. But I'm going to keep it super simple today because that's just kind of the vibe I'm going for. Then I have an angled liner brush, just any liner brush would work, and I'm going to go in with the black shade that's in this palette. And I do tap off some of the excess as well from this eyeshadow because it is quite pigmented, the Charlotte Tilbury one. And I'm just going to stamp this really close to the lash line. And then I'm going to take that pencil brush and buff this out. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of that black because I feel like I took more off of this eye than the other eye. So at this point, all I would need to do is my mascara. So I'm going to do my CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. Do that off camera. I'm going to add my highlight, which is going to be the Champagne Pop by Becca. I have this tiny little mini travel size one that I'm going to add to the tops of my cheekbone. And then we're going to come back and do the lip product that's in this kit. Alright, so mascara is done. Really have been enjoying that quite a bit, and it's honestly the only mascara that I've been using lately because my L'Oreal Lash Paradise is in my empties for the next empties video, so that's a good one from the drugstore. I've been discovering a lot of really awesome things from the drugstore, and I just want to take a moment to say that because I have been using a lot of high-end products, and it's not always necessary to spend a whole lot of money. Like, you can find some really great things at the drugstore. So maybe I'll do like a drugstore tutorial start to finish because I've got some good stuff and I really am super pumped to share it. That's why I did this video today with you guys, because I wanted to share this before these kits sell out. I don't know if I told you at the beginning that the kit was $13.99, but I did say it was a $20 value, but it's $13.99 at my local Walgreens. Moving on to the lip product, I have been impressed with this. This is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Custom Nudes in the shade 920 Medium Cool. My mom uses these and she's raved about these before, and so I've never really tried them until now. And the first time that I used this, I wore it for quite some time. We went and did some stuff with some friends and my son and their kids, and then we went out to eat and we decided to go for burgers and fries. And of course, when you're eating a hamburger, your lip product is going to rub off and will be gone. I was surprised that by the end of that, I still had some of this color left over. Of course, the balm kind of wore off, but I was impressed and I am a huge fan. I will say though, if you just use the liquid lip color, it is going to feel very, very drying on the lips. So this formula on its own, I wouldn't even use it because it's quite drying. But with the balm, there's something so kind of like silky and just really nice. It's actually feels really good quality, the balm. And it doesn't break it apart. It doesn't start to dissolve the lip color or move it around. It's very strange how this balm works well with this. Because usually with liquid lipsticks, when you put any gloss on top, or balms, chapsticks, it tends to move around and it doesn't last as long, but it works. Like these two, the duo works. Do you guys see that? It's such a pretty pink shade. It's like an everyday, no fuss kind of lip. As long as you use the balm, you'll be fine. And they have lots of shades to choose from. Actually, I think I'm going to get a little bit more. Just a tiny bit more. But that is so pretty. I love this. Such a pretty color. And another thing that I don't know why I try to talk every time I do lip products, but I'm not applying too much. It feels almost like nothing is on there and it's starting to dry down and you'll feel it. Another thing is that when it started to wear off, I didn't get that crusty kind of white line. I think maybe because this color is very light and very natural looking, so it almost mimics the color of my lips. So if you can find a shade that works well, like an everyday your lips but better shade, I think you can get away with it. And so I really do like this, but like I said, I can feel the dry down already happening and it does feel quite dry. And that's why you have to have the balm with you at all times so you can reapply. It says it's supposed to last can last as long as 24 hours. Now, I don't wear my makeup for 24 hours. I don't think I ever will. I'm gonna apply that. And what I love about this as well is that I'm a gloss girl. So having this and having that super shiny kind of gloss balm look to the lips is right up my alley. So I have my favorite finish and feel on the lips with this, but I also have that longevity of the long wear lipsticks, which, you know, I don't have that many that are my favorite. So this one is nice. And as you can see, there is no product rubbing off on it, so it's kind of magical, right? So I can see why my mom really loves this, and she uses the darker shades like the berries and those deeper tones. Guys, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know that we didn't do a full tutorial, but that is to come soon in my next videos. Let me know what you want to see from me next in the description or in the comment section. I always say the description box. In the comment section, I'll be more than happy to do those videos as requested. Thank you so much for spending some of your day here with me today. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future, and also hit the notification bell so you get notified of new content. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. When I'm editing and uploading, that is the place to find out when a new video is coming. Most of the time it's Snapchat because it's very quick and easy and very personable there. So anyways, that's it. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to check out your local Walgreens if you're interested in these kits, and have a great day.